Hi everyone, here I'm live at the Coca-Cola factory here in the city of Bnei Brak at the moment, and what better place to share over some words within regards to Shabbat, Parshat, Vayechi, right over here, an exclusive over here, one of the Coca-Cola sites. I wouldn't recommend it to anyone who wants to drink this. It's not healthy for you. I do not try and give it to the kids on Shabbat. I've got strict rules within regards to it, but why not and see these different sides of this fantastic country of Israel while I get over to share over some phenomenal words within regards to Parshat Vayechi over here, as they're creating Coca-Cola bottles and cans right behind me inside this big factory. What's interesting in this week's Parshat Vayechi, what's going on here, friends? Obviously it's the last Parsha in Sefer Bereshit. It's we're coming to the culmination of the Parsha. But what's interesting is we see Yaakov is going to pass away, but when he's about to pass away, he's on his deathbed at the time. He actually requests of Yosef to actually meet Yosef's sons, his grandchildren, Ephraim and Menashe. In fact, he gives a bracha to all the Shvatim, to all his children, but most notably, he gives a bracha to Ephraim and Menashe. Ephraim and Menashe were two sons of Yosef. Naturally, Yosef's mother was Rachel who passed away earlier on, as we learned on earlier on in the Parshiot. So what's interesting is he gives a bracha to them, and the bracha, he says, he gives them a blessing. Kesimach Elohim, Ephraim v'Menashe. This is the bracha, the blessing that we tell our kids every Friday night on the Shabbat table. It's a bountiful blessing and everything else. So why we specifically say this blessing, and why specifically to Benjamin, and why specifically to Menashe and Ephraim? These are two of Yosef's children. Why are we saying the blessings to those two? Levi had children. We know that Reuben had children, and Yehuda had children. Everyone had big families. Dan had a son. Why not to another tribe? Why to the tribe specifically of Yosef, his two kids? So two reasons are given over. Well, first of all, they both at the end will actually get separate portions in the land of Israel. Ephraim, there'll be the portion of Ephraim and the portion of Menashe, and that's not going to be to any of the other children. None of the other children are going to get two chalakim. They're going to get their own chaleks, their own portions respectively. So that is one of the reasons that is offered. But another interesting thing about Ephraim and Menashe, we see all throughout Jewish history before this, Adam had two sons, Cain and Hevel, and they had there was arguments between them. It wasn't peaceful. Now that Noah had sons, Shem, Ham, and Yefet. That wasn't necessarily totally peaceful. Everything was. We know that Abraham had two sons, had Yitzchak and also Yishmael. Once again, Yishmael was throwing arrows and was nasty, and actually Abraham had to actually drive him out of the house at the time. So that wasn't peaceful also. We know within regards to Yaakov, had Esau as a brother. That also was not peaceful and totally. And then the Shvatim, they tried to sell Yosef, and there was problem over there also in that aspect also. However, when it came to Ephraim and Menashe, these were two brothers that where there was harmony, there was friendship, there was brothership, there was all the good things that are seen. Ma tovu alecha Yaakov, mishkanotecha Yisrael. You know how amazing it is that when brothers get together and dwell together and have friendship together, and that's the best blessing someone can get. So because of that, because of the brothership, because of the friendship between Ephraim and Menashe, we want all our children to emulate that. That's why we give them that blessing on the Shabbat table. That's why we do that. Another reason is they both got an individual portion at the end of these 12 portions, and that's a greatness over here of this. How great it is to actually, for a grandparent, for a grandfather, to see two of the grandchildren blossoming friendship, working together well, and this is the best nachat that can give a grandfather and everything else. So that's all we want. We give our blessings not just for this next generation coming, how they are, it's for generations to come, that the generations we're all going to get nachat, our grandfather, our great grandfather, and infinitely. That's what we want. We want bountiful blessing, fruitful multiply, health and prosperity. And guys, wishing you all full of brachot here from Israel, from the city of Bnei Brak over here. I'd like to dedicate this Lilu Nishmat to someone that passed away only a few days ago, a relative of my wife, Rivka Bat Rachel. Maybe her neshama be in a good place at the moment, and to all of Am Yisrael. So guys, Am Yisrael Chai, Shabbat Shalom Brach, and take care.